Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. We've got a pretty exciting review tonight. It's the second birthday beers from Kicks Brewing out of Marrickville in Sydney. I was going to do this on the weekend, but I ended up doing another sort of showcase review. And then I thought, I better not do it late at night when I had to get up at 3 in the morning the next day. So, what better way to do it than on a school night? So the four birthday beers they have, and Kicks are obviously, it's their second birthday, so they're relatively new. They have a fair bit of hype to them, and they're in an area where they're in amongst a heap of other good breweries as well. So the first of the four is called Nelson Dreaming, and it's a double dry hopped West Coast Pilsner at 5.7%. So that'll be a good one to start on. Then we have Flying Solo, a double dry hopped hazy IPA. So the thing that's cool here is you can sort of feel it coming. The next two beers are collabs. So Flying Solo, obviously they're by themselves, and it's a single IPA. 6.6%. No, sorry, 6.9%. And then here's where the theme keeps going. Double Trouble. So this is a collaboration with Bracket Brewing, who are just around the corner from them, and obviously one of Australia's best breweries at the moment. And this is a double IPA. So two breweries, double IPA, double dry hops, and it is 8.2%. And I think too, not only have they gone the name of the beer being because it's a double IPA and two breweries, but the amount of hops as well. So I think the single IPA is one hop, this is two hops, and then the next one's three. Pretty clever. I like it. And then Three's a Crowd. So that's a triple IPA, just a hazy triple IPA at 10.1%. And that's, with Future Brewing and One Drop. So all three breweries involved are all high-level breweries, all in Sydney. And I love how the artwork's gone from the one person to the two, then the three. But very clever marketing, this one. I like it. The sort of cans I'd like to keep just sitting on a mantle together. So obviously I'm going to start with the Pilsner, then the Solo, then the double, then the triple. And obviously it's a little risky doing it on a weeknight, but I wanted to do it ASAP, so it had to be done. So let's get into it. Cheers to Harry and Juzzy in the chat. Good to see you, boys. No chugs. Yeah, boy. Yeah, their second birthday beers, Juzzy. The brewery's just turned 2, so they're special beers for their birthday. Hope you guys are well and had a good weekend. The weekends are just going faster and faster. I think the worst thing for me is Friday night, I didn't get out till midnight. And then I had to start at 4 o'clock Monday morning. So I just felt like I was sleeping most of the time. Yeah, boy. And also, I have proper glassware. So it's just got the K on the front. And then this little dude. So the funny thing is I think, I can't remember if it was the husband or the wife, but one of them's an artist and did a lot of stuff on glass. And anyway, the glasses come out even before their beers did, I think. And I remember just thinking, oh, that glass is cool. I might buy one just to support these guys starting a brewery. So yeah, funnily enough, I bought this glass when they first started before I'd even tried a beer. Cheers, Paul. Let's get into it. West Coast Pilsner style I really enjoy of late. There's a lot of them around in Australia. I've noticed West Coast anything is very popular here at the moment, which is good. So yeah, single hop Nelson, which should be decent. And yeah, I'll probably go like half a can of each just to get started. I've made it nice and early, like I've had dinner and starting sort of straight after dinner so I can still go to bed at a reasonable time. Dirty glassware, not good. Now that looks better. Looks like apple juice. So I would say very clean and clear. Probably medium carbonation. Body, I would say, I'll say light to medium. About a half finger head. Yeah, it's about all as far as appearance goes. Let's go a whiff. Please be piney. So I'm getting a little touch of pine, some grass. Passion fruit's probably the main fruit I'm getting. Getting a little touch of white grape. And I reckon there's a peach note there as well. Smells pretty good. It's got that smell like when you get a nice quality cider from a winery. I just imagine that, but like slightly hoppy. This glass is awesome. Yeah, like a slightly sort of grainy, like crackery base. Smells good. Time to get in there, boys. Cheers. Where's me mate? There he is. We need a name for him. I'm a bit apprehensive about that moustache. Oh yeah. It's quite dry. It's got a probably moderate bitterness to it. Definitely white grape and like that. You know how you get gooseberry or like that sort of white or green sort of berries with Nelson. It's definitely there. It's got like a slight tartness to it. There's a little bit of like, yeah, passion fruit, maybe even some pineapple. It's got a little sort of touch of sweetness to it. But yeah, quite dry. Probably drier than I expected. Just like a fairly soft mouthfeel. No, whenever I put the dogs near alcohol, they like pull away from it. They hate it. It doesn't matter what it is. It's like, yeah, just anything booze. Yeah. Cheers to Ryan. Happy birthday. Hashtag epic amounts of cake. Like he's going away for a birthday, or did you do anything sort of like? Did you do anything over the weekend, or got anything coming up? Yeah, yeah. So I've seen certain dogs you put like beer near them, and they'll go up and start smashing it. But yeah, I don't know. Mine have just always shied away from it. One of my mates that was also into craft beer, he'd just like sit a beer near his dog, and the dog would just drink the whole thing if you let him. It was like a New Zealand cattle dog. This has barely touched the sides, let's be honest. It would have been good to do these straight after work, but I just knew no one would be around. So, and like it's a good review, like four awesome beers, like for a birthday celebration with some good collaborations. So I'm like, I want people to watch it. So yeah, this was one of the breweries I went to when I went to Sydney. Really good people. Real sort of relaxed, cruisy vibe. It's like a little brewery in amongst like some housing. Like, how good would it be if you just lived in this random suburb and like everyone's like good community and that, and you step outside your driveway and then you've got like a little brewery about 20 meters away? It'd be like fucking heaven for me. Where I live, there's just nothing. Like, even if you get in your car and drive, you still got to go fucking half an hour at least. Yeah, cool. Like, I know you've been away a bit lately, like, or you do little trips and that with her quite often. So I feel like I need a little bit more of that. Like, it probably wasn't. I don't reckon. I reckon I've only done sort of about a third of the can. That's a bit better. But yeah, the can artwork. It's got that sort of feel like Where's Wally, just with the colours and the stripes and shit. Finish him. Oh, you know how TJ's like a massive Street Fighter enthusiast. Well, that burger joint I want to take him to now has a cheeseburger named after one of the Street Fighter characters. It's like he would fucking love that shit because they have like monthly specials, and that's the newest thing they've brought out. I tell you what note I get a little bit of. I don't know if it's random or not, but it's almost like a juicy pear. It's sort of a fruit I don't really get much of, especially in a style like this. But yeah, just it comes across as like a pear sort of flavour. It could be something different, but I reckon that's why I sort of got a slight cider comparison. Because you think of like pear and like, yeah, dryness and that sort of like biscuity, crackery sort of base in that. I jumped up on one of my streams. And then yeah, just in one of his streams as well. I think we're just sort of been talking back and forth about it because I keep saying to him, "When are you going there?" Because honestly, it's like one of the best places in Melbourne. He keeps going to all these other places, but not there. And then he's like, "Oh, I've just got so many places I need to go to." And I was like, "Well, what if I go there with you? Will that push you to go?" It's certainly one thing I know. Like I know Melbourne's beer scene very well. And yeah, I definitely know Melbourne's burger scene very well, just from all the trips I've done to Melbourne over the years. Like quite often, I used to do burgers as much. Like I'd go to a burger joint every time I'd go to beer joints, so I know what's good and what's shit. He's all over it. He's got it like written down and stuff, and I think some other people have mentioned it as well. I don't know. I don't want to be one of those people that like I love doing beer stuff. If I was going to do food stuff, it would be completely separate. But yeah, I don't know. Just it's probably not worth it until I actually lived in Melbourne because I live in a shitty country town. The only time I'm going to be reviewing stuff is when I'm in the city, and after a while, you'd start sort of making trips to the city just to get content, and then you sort of spending money that you don't have, and um but yeah, obviously, if I live down there, you can just like go for a walk or get on a tram and go somewhere. I could definitely do like burger stuff or pizza stuff or whatever. You also need decent equipment as well. It's not going to cut it just having the laptop like I do here. Cheers, Joey. Even like banh mi's and stuff. Like I go through stages when I go to the city, and I'll just try heaps of the one thing. But yeah, obviously with food, you can only you can only do so much in like a weekend or a day, whereas beers you can just keep drinking all day, sort of thing. Yeah, this is definitely a good start of the old Pilsner. Compared to like Fox Friday for me, when they were going, I honestly felt like they were the best West Coast brewery in the world. Like absolutely phenomenal. And unfortunately, yeah, what's happened to them is a bit of a shame. Their West Coast Pilsners were like really like full on. This is sort of like delicate compared to those. But yeah, like it's still nice, but in a different way. Yeah, let's try the next one. So double dry hopped hazy IPA at 6.9 called Flying Solo. And this one has Rawaka and Eggers Special. So Eggers is a hop farm in New Zealand. Um, I got a feeling all the hops they used for this birthday series are Eggers. Doesn't say on that one. Whereas some of the other beers I've had lately have been freestyle. I'm pretty sure they utilise Eggers anyway. But yeah, let's give this one a shot. Yeah, servo food. That'd be funny as fuck. Hey guys, I've just stopped off here at Hamilton in Victoria. I just thought I'd check out their pie from the Walmart. Yeah, funnily enough, I could see myself doing that too. It'd be good, yeah. Like if you're in, I used to be in a job where I used to drive around heaps. I used to like when I was like pretty young. I used to work for a furniture company, and they had like a lot of custom made stuff, and we used to like build to design and help customers come up with different stuff, and then I was selling the stuff, but and like helping design it, but I was also like going out in the truck and like delivering it and setting it up for people and that. And yeah, it was like pretty cool job, like a lot of driving, like just checking out different countryside and that. You could just imagine if you had a job like that still, like just stopping for like 10 minutes and reviewing some servo food. Looks pretty good. So yeah, single hop, single IPA. It's got sort of I don't know how you describe the color. It's sort of like it's in between yellow and orange, and it's like fairly light, like pale. It's certainly not like bright and vibrant. About a one finger head. I would say cloudy appearance. And yeah, probably the same, like light to medium body. Let's go a whiff. Hmm. So the first thing I'm getting is peach, like a sweet peach tea. Rawaka is one of those hops that a lot of people are going crazy for at the moment. I reckon some passion fruit and pineapple as well. It's not really piney, it's like sort of like wet grass. There's some real like bright tropical fruit there. Maybe guava or papaya or something like that. Smells really good. Like yeah, there's a little bit of sweetness. I don't know what the egg is special is. Like I don't know what sort of characteristics that would generally have. Maybe like a little bit of mixed berry. Same sort of base as the Pilsner. Could be like slightly white bready, but yeah, it leans more. It's not as grainy as that Pilsner, but it leans more sort of biscuity. Smells good, boys and girls. Going in. Cheers. Oh, damn. That is drinkable. That is very nice. Rawaka. See, for me, like Rawaka and Rakau, both like New Zealand hops that start with R, they're both stone fruit heavy. And I'm not a huge stone fruit guy, but every now and then you'll just get it and it works and it tastes really nice. This is delightful. See, I'm not really getting any citrus fruit at all. Just like tropical and stone fruit. And like, yeah, normally when it comes to beers, citrus is where it's at for me. But yeah, this one's different but nice. Very like soft, billowy mouthfeel. Looking at it top down. Yeah, she's light and fluffy. Thank God I don't have to get up at fucking 2:30 tomorrow morning. Monday mornings are such a struggle. Like I was that tired at work today. After I got most of my work done in the last sort of 45 minutes, we were just chilling. I'm standing in the staff room and I'm like, like nearly falling asleep standing up. I'm like, oh, I need to get home. So yeah, I come home and had a sleep straight away. I was like, I'm that fucked. Pardon me. Yeah. Um I've got a feeling this 4-pack's going to be brilliant. Because yeah, this is only the single, and I've still got the double and triple to go, and this is like brilliant, like absolute brilliant starter. Plus, you got some heavy hitting breweries to come as well, but doesn't always work. Yeah, that's why I wanted. I just had to get this done. I was going to do it last night, and it got too late, and I thought, nah, I can't do it. I don't want to be risking going to work at like 3 in the morning, still having alcohol in my system, or sleeping in because I've had booze the night before. Like as I said, at least tonight, yeah, it's like I've started this review at like 7:30 at night, so I'm going to get to bed by like 9:30, 10 o'clock, so I'll be fine. Plus, I haven't had any other beers. Yesterday, I'd had a couple of beers earlier in the day. Yeah, exactly. And I don't have to get up as early tomorrow. It's just on the Monday we have to get up. We have to go in earlier because we have to do like a weekly setup. It's actually pretty busy at work this week. Last week was real cruisy. And yeah, as I was saying, I'm where like there's some people that have left and some new ones that come in, and then there's some friction between some other staff members and that. So it's like there's a bit of movement between staff members. And I've got to go on another crew just because in the department we're in, I'm still new and learning, so I'm going with the main guy I normally work with. We get on really well, but he's got some holidays coming up, and then he's got to step in another role for a while. So yeah, it's going to be shit not working with him. But yeah, the two guys I'm going to work with, they're both really good blokes. So at least I'm going to a good crew. Cool, dude. I haven't had a Chimay or a Duvel, or is it how do you say it? Duvel? I can't remember. I just say Duvel because that fuckhead in England used to say that all the time. A Duvel. Yeah, I haven't had any of those type of Belgian beers that we get here in Dan Murphy's for fucking yonks. I need to revisit. Yeah, exactly. That's why there be some weekends I'll just drink VB. Like I won't go near craft beer. I did a stream once, dude, and it was, can I drink a full case of VB in a session? And I was looking like I was going to do it easy, but I come off night shift and I was really tired and started getting sleepy. So it was real annoying because I was on beer 17 or 18 and everyone's going, oh, you're doing well. You don't even seem that pissed. But then, yeah, started the old falling asleep. And I'm like, fuck. Because I reckon I could do it easily, or not easily, but pretty comfortably. I just need to be able to have a decent sleep beforehand and have some food like during the sesh. Like it made for a good show. Like I had people up on the panel with me while I was drinking and just heaps of banter and shit. Paul was involved. He was there for quite a bit of it. Who would have thought I'd enjoy a stone fruit beer so much? No. Nah, that's why I just called it Second Birthday Beers and then the name of the brewery. Because, yeah, that's what they've called this series. It had it written on a couple of the cans, I think. Second Birthday Beers, and they had it on their Instagram. There was a lot of hype because, yeah, these guys are doing really well at the moment. Out of the four beers, two of them are sold out mostly. The two main ones. So the two that I'm about to have next, they're both sold out at the brewery and a lot of the shops. You can still get these two as like a mix 4-pack or whatever, but I sort of get the feeling the last two are going to be the bangers. Nah, so the channel's only been going for just over a year, dude. I think I've been going for about probably all up about 16 or 17 months. Yeah. Yeah, some of those beers, it's even easier. They look like they'd be like Scandinavian or something. Oh. They look like they're holding like, I don't know what you guys call them. We call them a juice box or a fruit box. It's like something normally kids take to school. It's like a little container with like a straw, and it's like artificial juice in it. Now I can't stop sneezing. This one's pretty cool though. I was just about to say, do you reckon the girl up the top and the one down the bottom are brother and sister because they're redheads? But it's not even his hair; it's his ass. Yeah, they're very fruity. Okay, time to get into the double. I'm excited for this one. So yeah, Bracket Brewing, phenomenal brewery. And yeah, it's so good when you do the Marrickville Mile, where I got off on the bus because I was staying in the city. I got a bus there. You can either get a bus or a train. And I thought, fuck it, I'll get the bus because where I was staying, the bus pretty much was right near the hotel. And then it dropped you off right out the front of Bracket. So Bracket was the first place I went to. And yeah, I know the dad and the son that own it. I don't know them real well, but I've got on the drink with them and they remember who I am. And I was sort of hoping to run into them. There was this other random guy, and he's like got the beard and like real well spoken and knows his shit. And I'm just thinking, who's this dude? Is he like a new owner or something? But yeah, he's like a bar manager. He's sort of like the face of the company now. Like the others have sort of stepped away a bit. And yeah, he's a really good dude. And he's going, oh yeah, make sure you check out this and check out that and get this beer there. And yeah, he's had a real good sense of humour and stuff. So 8.2%. This is where we start getting into danger ale territory. Citra and Raquel. So they're loving the old. Oh no, the last one was Rawaka. Yeah, let's do it. So yeah, it's like a lot of my favourite breweries now is Sydney based. Like I absolutely love Future. I love Bracket. I love these guys. If people are ever in Sydney, I would highly recommend doing the Inner West beer scene. It's phenomenal. Oh, whew. Just the appearance of this has got me excited. Look at that. Ooh, yes. So that looks fucking delightful. In the camera, it's not as like bright as what it is, but it's got more of an orange color in real life than in the camera. But yeah, you can sort of get the gist. It's like thicker, a real like tight knit foamy head, about probably 2 to 3 finger. God, it looks good. It's like I'd describe it as like a pale orange. Definitely not light to medium body. I would say medium to full. Actually looks quite thick. Uh Hazy appearance. It's not super hazy. It's sort of like cloudy to hazy. And yeah, carbonation looks fairly light on this one. Let's go a whiff. Yeah, it looks amazing, doesn't it? Just looking at it like just the way it's sticking to the glass and that. Yes. I just by appearance and smell, I know this is going to be a banger. Cheers, Levy. Good to see you, mate. Yes. And if you're even luckier, you even get your jocks and your socks cleaned and your shirt folded up. Here it is, the age-old question. Yes, I did. I had the leftovers of my spaghetti bolognese, and it was delightful. You know how sometimes you'll cook up a big spaghetti bowl and it's good when you first have it, but then you'll have it the next day and reheat it and it goes down even better. It's weird. Well, that's what it was like. It's like sometimes when it's reheated because it's sitting in the bowl and you've stirred all the pasta and the like beef mince and the sauce and that all up together, just sort of the flavors blend in and it just goes down better than original. What did you have for dinner? Cheers, mate. You're looking out for me. Okay, let's go with. I'm getting like honeydew melon, like a almost like a pink grapefruit, some orange. I reckon there's like pineapple as well, maybe passion fruit. It's so juicy. So yeah, like the last one was like tropical and stone fruit, but in this one I get a lot of citrus. Yeah, maybe like tangerine. Yeah, I feel like there's passion fruit and pineapple. Bit more base this one, like it's all about the base. I feel like this is more bready than the other two beers. Like white bread, also biscuity, but yeah, it's a bit more sort of hearty. You can tell he was starting to step up the malt game a bit, and yeah, even just like the thickness of the beer. Yeah, let's get into it. I'm excited for this one. Cheers. Oh my god. On the palate, definitely peach. It's so good. I cannot speak. The quality of these beers is fucking phenomenal. They have definitely got better and better. So when I visited like I've had a few Kicks beers over the 2 years. When I first tried them, I thought, oh yeah, they're solid, but they're only new. Give them some time, sort of thing. And yeah, it's like now they're definitely like up there as some of Australia's best. But yeah, working with someone like Bracket and like One Drop and Future and that, yeah, you're just going to get better and better as well. But yeah, this is very high class stuff. Yeah, I'm putting it down a bit quick, aren't I? For fucking 8%. It is only, I reckon I didn't pour enough for this one. So let's go some more. I'm gonna, I'm gonna be mashed when I go to bed. Yeah, one thing I have noticed with these beers, there's a bit of like a continuous theme of peach seems to be a big note that they have. Whether it's just the relationship they have like with their house yeast or pardon me. Yeah, I was just about to ask, what's that user referring to? Some sort of stream with the guest? Yeah, dude, these they were pretty hyped, these beers. So I remember when I heard they were coming out, I'm like, I've got to get them. But what I wanted to do is get two 4 packs. But unfortunately, they sold out of this 4 pack with the two collaborations, the two big ones. And I'm like, fuck, I've missed out. Hopefully, I can get them at a store somewhere. But then I noticed on the website you could still buy a case, which was 16 beers, and it had four of all of them. And I'm like, I don't really want four of every beer. But then they had a special if you're a first time customer through their website and you spent a certain amount, you got free postage plus 15% off. And I'm like, fuck it. I need some more beers anyway. I'll just do it. So yeah, I ended up getting a case. So I've got four of every beer. So it's pretty awesome. What I should do, I might keep one or two of them so you can try one, dude. Because obviously, yeah, I've got a few. So um, and yeah, I got you know how I had that American stout, the one that I was hyping up. That was by them as well. That was part of it. That one there, that Damnation. It's probably the best American stout I've ever had. Yeah, I got that in the pack with them. So yeah, it's been a very successful purchase. Yeah, the artwork on these is amazing, and it's a little theme, Evie, where the first one was called Flying Solo. So it was the brewery by itself and just one hop in the beer and a single IPA. And then the second one's called Double Trouble, and that was two breweries, a double IPA, and two hops. So yeah, it's pretty clever the way they've done it. And then the final one's three breweries, a triple IPA, and three hops, called Three's a Crowd. You can definitely tell there's been some thinking there. The quality is Cheers, Susie. Good to see you, mate. Yeah, that I love that can artwork. It's so cool. So yeah, if you put them side by side, and then you got the obviously the Pilsner was completely different. It was just like a basic sort of a basic landscape sort of thing. Nelson Dreaming. California Dream. Very impressed with this brewery, I'll be honest. So yeah, I had Future Brewing. I had 4 beers from them yesterday, and they're just around the corner, or just down the road from these guys. So there's all these breweries in like a little area of Sydney, and it's just so cool. On a nice sunny day, just take yourself a backpack and go for a stroll and go from brewery to brewery and try beers on tap and grab a couple of takeaway cans. It's yeah, it makes for a good day. But yeah, the old simple, effective glass. It's cool. With those glasses, he looks like I don't know. He's into like aviation or something. And thankful that his moustache sort of extends out a little bit, or otherwise he might be a guy with a 5-letter name starting with A. How's these fuckwits burning the Aussie flag? I'm like, mm. I'm so sick of these, yeah, absolute morons shutting down our city to like argue and protest and all this bullshit about something that's not even anything to do with their country. It's like, fuck off. If I was going to work and I had some dickhead like that that's fucking a bum, doesn't contribute to society and just, yeah, some fuckwit drain on the economy that's never worked a day in their life and crapping on about Palestine and that, and they don't even, they've never been there in their life. I just want to go up and just fucking drill them. Yeah, you're probably copping it in Canada, are you, Susie? Like all these, they reckon that they're not even like most of them are organised by like the media and the government, just causing like friction amongst people, whinging about yeah Israel and Palestine and all that shit. Like it's got nothing to do with us. I don't know why we have to keep hearing about it. They're like shutting down the city, like shutting down major bridges in the city and train stations, and yeah, burning our flag. It's like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, someone burns the Aussie flag in front of me. Come round to my house and burn my flag and see what happens. Yeah. The thing that irritates me the most, Stevie, is these fuckwits that complain about stuff. They've got nothing to do with it. They're just most of the time they're losers that have got nothing else going on in their life, and they want attention, so they start fucking clinging on to something to try and have their voice heard. Yeah. And if they're from those nations, it's like, we'll go home and sort it out. Like, don't bring your shit over here. If it means that much to you, why are you living here in Australia? Like, go back to where the trouble is and sort it out. This beer is a lot better than that bullshit. Yeah, see, back in the day when people used to say we need to change the flag and all that, I was like, oh, yeah, I don't really care what happens with the flag, but I actually really want to keep it now. I think the more and more people whinge about stuff in Australia, it means that we need to like hold on to it. Like people whinging about Australia Day, it's like, nah, we need to keep it on that date. Fuck people whinging about it. We're gonna have no history to hold on to, like be proud of the way the country's going. We won't even be able to celebrate. I don't know, like Boxing Day and going to the cricket and getting pissed. The Anzacs and I don't know, I just feel like any tiny little bit of Aussie culture there is just getting fucked over by these whinging woke fuckheads. On to the next. Yeah, exactly, Susie. They love it. They love having that divide. They love having all these, well, very few people very wealthy like they are, but most people struggling and needing assistance, and they don't really offer it. Three's a crowd, guys. Three is a crowd. The third wheel, as they say. Do you reckon? Do you reckon she's in a relationship with one of them, but they both like her, so they're like fighting over her? Or do you reckon that they're brothers and a sister? We can go deep into analogies here. Oh god, yeah, that's fucked. Imagine if you couldn't celebrate Christmas anymore. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm friends with Aboriginals, and most of them just want to. They're happy the way Australia is, and they don't want these stupid changes that apparently suit them because they're not even the ones saying they want this shit. It's just like fuckwit uni students and lefties and that know nothing about it. I reckon the government just creates drama and wants to divide people so then they can fuck you over behind your back with other shit. Like the new thing now is the internet having to show ID now just to use the internet so young ones can't use it and stops the creeps and that. But I reckon it's just so they got all your information. It's just like taking cash away. So they know what everyone's doing every minute of the day. And may as well be living in China. Yeah! Doesn't mind a little DP. Oh, God. Yeah, one thing that I found really funny the other day, Susie, I didn't realise like our local toilet block here in the heart of the city, or town, should I say, it's just had a heap of renos done. And obviously, because I live here, I don't really use the toilets in the town because, yeah, like I live not far away. But anyway, I was busting to go to the loo the other day. So quickly went in there and I didn't know which toilet to go to. There was so many of them and they're all got like neutral, like mixed gender or whatever. And then there's a girls one. And I'm like, where the fuck's the guys one? And it was just this tiny little thing and it just said urinal. I'm like, oh my fucking God. Talk about confusing. Yeah. The old Pav. Like a lot of New Zealand stuff, Australia try to claim it as their own. Russell Crowe, crowded house. Oh, that's fucked. Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's when everyone just needs to keep saying it and like, yeah, fuck what people say. Yeah. Apparently at our local primary school here, there's two that claim to be cats. So the school had to accommodate for them with the toilets and stuff and have like kitty litter, like little kitty litter booth things. And the kids don't use them; they just use the normal toilets. So it's like, well, what's the fucking point of this bullshit? What a joke! Yeah, that's what you want. You got to say it how it is. Speak your mind. Don't be afraid. If you say like one thing these days is like, especially in Australia, people are too afraid to speak up about immigration and how fucked it is because they don't want to be called a racist. But you're not being racist. You're just obviously pointing out an obvious thing that's like not right in the country at the moment. There's just too many people here, and the infrastructure can't handle it. And it's like it's getting to a point now where I think you're just better off just to speak your mind and just take it on the chin as being called a racist. At the end of the day, who gives a fuck? Or because deep down inside, you know you're not racist. You just Yeah, you're a realist. That's a good one. Yeah, that's it. Sometimes after a big night on the piss, I feel like I am having a baby. Bloated as fuck. I identify as a shitty YouTuber. Ah, shit. Suppose I better comment on this beer, shall I? So this is the big boy, the finale of the fall. Looks fucking brilliant again, like the last one. Probably a bit more of a brighter orange in real life than on the camera. The head's died down a bit, but it was probably like 2 finger when I poured it. Yeah, similar to the last one. It's not any thicker or different in appearance. It's pretty much the same. So yeah, I'd say medium to full body, 1 finger head, like a medium orange, sort of slightly pale orange. Yeah, light carbonation. Let's give her a whiff. So yeah, the hops in this one were. I can go into full description because it has a heap of like variants. Citra T90, Citra Dynaboost, Citra Hyperboost, Motueka T90, Koya Motueka Hopkeef, Rawaka T90. Everyone's like, what the fuck? What the fuck is he talking about? Oh, saturated juicy boy. That smells amazing. Do you know what it smells like? Sex in a glass. Someone should have that as like an essence. It's just really like punchy fruit. So here we go. Let's try and pick them out. It's very complex. So it's first of all, passion fruit and pineapple, definitely. Lemon and lime. Cheers, Yaska. Have you been in here before? The name seems new. Welcome in anyway. Always good to see some new people. You might have been in here before, but yeah. Peach, definitely some peach. I'm getting peach on all their beers so far. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, I was thinking the name seems familiar. Yeah, welcome in. We got a few crossovers from TJ. He's a good boy. Good boy, our TJ. God, this smells good. And yeah, it's 10. It was like 10%. I'm gonna, I'm gonna be lit. The funny thing is all 4 beers are just sitting there still with half a beer in them. So good night, Irene. I say. Yeah, it's like really strong, sort of sweet peachy note, like lemon, lime, orange, passion fruit, pineapple, maybe even like mango. Yeah, where's smell-o-vision when you need it? Definitely, dude. Oh, it's gonna taste so good. White bready base, slightly biscuity. I feel like this one's more bready though, just going bigger in ABV. Slightly grassy. Apart from the Pilsner, none of the IPAs have really been piney, which is a bit of a shame, but they're all rad quality, like really fruity. So I'm going in, boys and girls. Cheers. Oh, woo! That is big. Cheers, Tanner. Good to see you, bro. Just doing a casual 4 beers on a school night. Yeah, that's huge. Really complex. So much like punchy fruit flavour. It's good. You're getting a bit of everything. Yeah, like white bread, biscuity, fairly sweet. Like obviously that first beer was very dry. This is like the opposite. Um, you could probably tell, like in a blind tasting, you could tell it's definitely got some booze. I don't know if I'd think over 10% though. Oh, it's so good. Very impressed by these beers, to be honest. I love when we go on to the rant tangents. It's awesome. Everyone gets fired up. Come on. Ah, yes. Very tasty. What do I think of Sydney Sweeney in general? She's one of those girls that's like, I think every guy would be so attracted to her. Like, there's videos of her taking cars apart and that. It's just like, oh my God. She's probably more mechanical than I am. You can come round and give my car a service, baby. Yes, incredibly attractive. I heard someone the other day, I can't remember who it was, and they're going, oh, it was like a girl going, oh, Sydney Sweeney's not even that attractive. It's just like, shut up. It'd be like me, like saying, I don't know, like back in the day going, oh, Brad Pitt's not even hot. Just fucking get over it. Who cares? If every guy likes some chick out there, it's like good on them. Yeah, it's just fuckwits. Just jealous women. Jealous woke women, I think. This is brutal. This is probably harsh, and I could cop some heat on it. But have you ever noticed, probably a big majority of the time, when you get like feminist types whinging in the streets about stuff, they always tend to, or not always, but a lot of times tend to be unattractive women, and they just fucking hate men. And it's like, I feel like because they've probably never had a bloke in their life, they're just filled with hate. Apologies if I've offended anyone for that comment, but I just think that's a strong percentage of the women that just have that absolute hatred for men. It's like they always tend to be like women that aren't attractive, and they've probably lived a shit life, like just whinging about shit the whole time. And I like the soap. She had the soap where it was like her bath water or something. I was like, that's cool. Yeah. Funnily enough, I've actually got like a sweater. There's a company in Australia. I think that's from Uncle Rico. There's Uncle Rico and there's another one. Anyway, one of them has sort of cult figure like patterns on jerseys and shirts. And I've actually got a Sydney Sweeney jersey, like a sweater, and it's just got photos of her on it in Sydney. I haven't wore it yet. I was gonna wear it when I went to Sydney. I thought the funny thing was, as I went to a bar in Sydney called Hotel Sweeney's. I'm like, it would have been the perfect top to wear. So yeah, I've been on board with Sydney Sweeney for fucking yonks. It's good that, yeah, like obviously she's getting a fair bit of recognition at the moment. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm getting at. I'm gonna dye my hair pink and put a big bull ring through my nose to stand out. I'm glad you agree with me because I felt harsh saying it. Ah, shit. I mean, the same applies for blokes as well. You look at a lot of the guys that are fucking at these rallies whinging about stuff. They've they've never been inside a lady before. Cheers, Yaska. Thanks, bro. I think I'm really close to 600, so I'm probably like one away now. In all honesty, my aim I was hoping to sort of get to around 1,000 by the end of the year. I've only been going for, yeah, I've been going for like just over a year. And yeah, obviously in the beer world, it's a bit harder to get subscribers and stuff, but I feel like I've been going pretty well for what my channel is. Yeah. Definitely consistency helps massively. I've noticed since I've been like doing consistent live streams and I can't go the same time all the time because I work different shifts. But yeah, if you consistently doing like streams and yeah, you get the same people up and everyone's sort of liking and commenting and that, it's a good thing for the channel. Thanks, Evie. You're a good supporter. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. At the end of the day, it's more about like, yeah, the community and the friendships and yeah, like I've got heaps of good people in here now. It's cool. And like people from all around the globe. So I feel like now I can go live at sort of any time and have people watching. Whereas, yeah, for a while there, it was like certain times I sort of, you'd go live and there'd be no one around. But yeah, it's just good too because yeah, people come in now that aren't even beer people. They just come in for a chat, and that's what's cool about it. We're always talking about random shit and mixing it up, and yeah, it's good. Yeah, yeah. I just find like I've been in plenty of jobs where there's been like a good mix of both ladies and men. The worst, I feel like the crews that always seem to battle are the ones that are like mostly women because there's always that power struggle and they tend to like men will fight and get pissed off with each other, but they'll get over it quickly. Whereas women and especially young girls, they hold these grudges, and they'll all of a sudden there'll be like three girls picking on one girl, and then all of a sudden that girl will be friends with another, and it's just like oh. So at the moment, I'm working with like pretty much all dudes, and most of them are middle age, and it's just like no problems at all. You'll get the occasional heated moment. Someone doesn't slightly like someone else, but yeah, it's a different world than working with like young girls. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So that's where I've always been that type of person that can just talk shit for like hours and doesn't worry me. And yeah, it's like you start doing it a bit more often, and yeah, it gets easier and easier. So stick at it, I reckon. It definitely helps if you got people in the chat too that are asking questions and yeah, people that you see all the time. So that's how I started. I was always just a person that was in people's chats, and I felt like I was a good person to be in a chat because I was always asking questions and keeping their stream going. And then all of a sudden, I'm the person on the other side. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. If I was at a bus shelter right now, I'd fall asleep and then they'd just assume I was a bum. So, from what I've tasted out of those four so far, they're all banging. But yeah, the third and the fourth was sort of like next level. But the beauty was, is I only had half a can of each one. So let's revisit them again. and keep talking shit. Cheers, guys. So yeah, I'm going to go back to the Pilsner. The only bus I'm on is the struggle bus. Yeah. I was on the struggle bus when I had to wake up at 2:30 this morning. Fuck me. Oh. See, I used to work a lot of nights, right? And I didn't have a problem working nights. I'd go to work I'd start at 10 o'clock and work till 6 a.m. As long as you got a bit of sleep sort of throughout the morning and early arvo, you'd generally be right. But now I have to do this shift where I start at 4 in the morning and work till like 1 or 2 in the afternoon. And because I walk to work, and like normally my morning normally involves feeding the dogs, a shower, and then walking to work. So I pretty much have to get up about an hour and 15 minutes before I start. And yeah, obviously, when I start at 4 o'clock a.m. on a Monday, it means I have to get up at like 2:30, 2:45. It's just like the stupidest time to get up. Like, there couldn't be a worse time, to be honest. So yeah, Monday afternoon, I'm always absolutely fucked. So yeah, I come home today, I had a sleep, and then I was like, I want to review these beers. So I'm surprised I'm doing okay. One thing I need to do though is I need a little interlude. I just I just thought I've just done half a can of each of the four, and now I feel like I need to drain the lizard, so I might go quickly do that. So yeah, give us like a minute 30, guys, and I'll be back. Cheers. And we're live, baby. Yeah, where was I up to? So, what's a general question you'd want to ask us as a group chat? That's a good question there, Steve. I'll think of something. Yeah, good style. Yeah, for sure. Just having to get up at 2:30. It's like, it's like the amount of the funny thing is when I go to work at that time, the amount of shifty shit I see going on just walking to work. I never knew how many crackheads get around on bikes searching through bins. It's amazing. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Actually, I feel like for me, probably the best shift, I reckon, would be either 6 till 2 or 7 till 3. Because like, I mean, a lot of people 6 till 2 probably seems like it's still way too early. But when you're used to doing like fucking 4 a.m. starts and 5 a.m. starts, 6 is good. And then you get out at 2 and it's like you still got the Arvo ahead of you. But yeah, I think in an ideal world, the best shift for me, if you were just doing 8 hours a day, I reckon would be 7 till 3. Because you still get a little bit of a sleep in and then you still come home like mid afternoon. Yeah, it's funny. Like it was, there was two guys this morning. They were on bikes and they looked shifty as, and it's like they were like I don't know, sort of like they were scoping me out. And as I got closer and closer to them, because like a brawny lad, big beard and that, it's like I'm just like staring them down, like don't you dare fucking come near me, sort of thing. And they're sort of like starting to ride away. It must be so intimidating if you're like a young girl and you're walking at stupid times of the night. No, I'm in Southwest Victoria, dude. So yeah, I grew. My hometown is Warrnambool, which is like on the coast, Southwest Victoria. But yeah, I'm in Melbourne quite a bit. Um, I go down there just to go to like breweries and bars, but I also go to the footy and like a lot of concerts and stuff. I'd love to experience living in the city at some stage, just being not in the city itself, but in the suburbs. I think I'd really enjoy it. Yeah, cool. Yeah, fucking oath. Just want to belt the shit out of them. I thought I'd have more of the. I've only got that much left of the Pilsner. I'm pretty sure the other beers I've got more than that. Yeah. It's like it's that sort of world, yeah. Like I can't even. I don't know. Just being a burly sort of guy, and like I've done martial arts when I was younger. I'm not really fearful of much. So when I walk around, even late at night, if I've got big groups around me, you might be slightly on edge, but I'm one of those people that's not really too worried in any situation. But yeah, I can't even imagine how fucking scary it'd be just being like a vulnerable, female, especially like, if you're younger and you've got like groups of people hanging around and yeah, yeah, fuck, that's not good. Yeah, See, I feel bad when there's times where I'll be walking somewhere like late at night and there'd be a female like say 20, 30 meters in front of me, and you might be going sort of in the same direction. And I always feel bad because I'm one of those people, I'm sort of selfless and always thinking about others around me and like, I don't know, worrying what they're thinking sort of thing. So I sort of put myself in their shoes and think, oh, they'd be shitting themselves seeing some guy behind them like walk in the same direction as them. So I try and like make them feel more comfortable, like I'll cross the road and walk on the other side or just stuff like that to not make them feel threatened. It's sort of hard to, yeah. But yeah, I'm certainly one of those people that if I come across a scene where I've seen like a lady in trouble, I'd definitely step in. I'd have no thought about it at all. Yeah, yeah. Scary though when you think of people with like, I mean, obviously don't guns aren't really here in Australia, but now you've got like these gangs with machetes and shit. It's like fucking hell. Yeah. No, in my hometown, the only time I'm out at night is I'm walking to work or walking from work. But yeah, in Melbourne, I'm always like, yeah, walking around at stupid times. Every now and then you'll get some smart ass comment, but I'll normally like come back with something better. If you got confidence, like even if it's two guys and they're sort of having a dig at you, and you just come back and go, "Okay, guys, let's go." Like you just show confidence back towards them, as in you're not threatened. Then they're like, "Oh, okay, this guy, this guy means something. We better leave him alone." That's just what I'm like. Like I'm not intimidated by people, so I just fucking get up in their face if they approach me. Yeah, yeah. Something's going on. It won't let me click. There we go. Wouldn't let me click on the next comment. Yeah, that's one thing with Susie with her ice hockey and stuff. It's like she's gonna fuck you up. Yeah. Yeah, so that's another thing. I reckon there's still a lot of fucking decent dudes out there, but there's fucking minority of dudes that have just absolutely made us look like the biggest cunts in the world, and yeah, it's sort of hard. You could be going out of your way to trying to help someone and they think you're sleazing onto them or something. It's like it's not the case at all. I think in today's world, relationships are very fucking hard. I think that's why I've enjoyed just doing my own thing of late. There's just so many other factors out there. I definitely think social media has made it a lot harder for so many things. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. So this is exactly why I love what I do. It's like here we were talking about politics and bullshit before. Now we're talking about relationships and being worried at night to walk around. Like it's that's so good. Just the tangents we go on. I love it. Next minute we'll be talking about our favourite vegetables. I was swooned. He called me cheese tits, and I was swooned. Yeah. I remember my mum saying to me, and like, yeah, I've talked about family issues in my life anyway. I miss my mum so much. My mum, I definitely look like my dad, and I have certain characteristics of my dad, but deep down, I'm like my mum. And mum is very, I would say, sort of that same, like selfless, like quite intelligent and very loyal. And they're three characters that I feel like I have. And I just remember her saying to me, she goes, this was like years ago. She goes, I would hate to be a young person in today's world. And I'm like, why is that? And she goes, oh, I just feel like relationships would be so fucking hard to find that person and settle down with them with all the bullshit you've got going around you these days. And I'm like, yeah, you make a good point. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. No drama in here, guys. We're all friends. Back to flying solo, which I've been doing in recent times. It's like I don't know. Some people say like, "Oh, because like I've had relationships pretty much from when I was 15 years old right through to like early to mid 30s. And most relationships are gone for a few years. So it's like I'm well experienced. It's like it's not like I'm one of those people that hasn't had a girlfriend or what anything like that. But like people say, "Oh, how do you go now?" Like just being by yourself, and I'm like, "Well, I actually enjoy it. Like I have preferred being by myself the last few years." So I think that's sort of the yeah. It's almost like a negative, like that you enjoy just doing your own thing. Like it's weird. It's real weird. Like, but yeah, it's just the way it is these days. It's so fucking good on weekends. Just like going, fuck it, I'm going to go on this adventure and do this and that. The only time I miss having a girlfriend is sometimes on weeknights, like when you'll come home from work and it's shit weather and you've had a bad day and it's just good to have that person to sort of vent to and cuddle up to and watch a movie and that sort of thing. Like, yeah, I must admit I do get a bit lonely when it comes to that, but weekends and that, it's like I fucking love it. I love just doing my own thing, and I've always been independent, and I couldn't give a fuck. I'll go to restaurants and sit there by myself, and go to bars and just chat with anyone, and so yeah, it doesn't affect me at all. If anything, I feel like I'm better off. So yeah, it's like some people, it's like they don't know how to function if they're not in a relationship, but yeah, for me, it's been a good thing because most of my life I've been in relationships. So, yeah, I've enjoyed just doing my own thing and flying solo, baby. Where is it? Flying solo. Did I see Angie? Cheers, Angie. Welcome in. Sorry, yeah, fucking, you commented ages ago. Yeah. Oh, well. It's talking about, yeah, like it's funny with the whole dead to me thing. How like, yeah, there'd be people that I haven't seen for ages, and they'll just go, "Oh, you're dead to me," like Connie and like JV and people like that. It's fucking funny. I've just got my own little catchphrases I use. I feel like if I ever got to a stage where I had merch, I'd have to have like a T-shirt that says "dead to me" on it. And your baby. No, I'm very like serious and like I've got no personality. I'm just like, so has anyone got any plans for the weekend? I'm gonna I'm gonna do a stream where I'm just like the most boring person alive. Oh, actually I am. It's all good. Hello, Craig. Good, good, good for you to join. These beers are phenomenal, boys and girls. I'm extremely impressed. Oh, I choose violence. I choose violence to, if I see a guy attacking a woman, I'm going to beat the fuck out of him. Woman. I said a woman. I've got a few hero moments. I must admit, just on trains and public transport in Melbourne, there's been a couple of times where I've stuck up for some girls getting picked on by guys. The guys are generally druggies, so I've taken the risk of having a syringe launched at me, but it's like, ah, come near me, cunt, and you're dead. No, I had one of my heroic moments where it made me feel really good inside. There was a young Asian girl getting picked on by a druggie on a train, and the guy just wouldn't let up, and he just kept going and going and going at her, and she felt real vulnerable. And I could just sense by her body language she just wanted to get out of there, like out of the situation. But she's stuck on a train trying to get home. Anyway, I've just got up and pretty much just got right up in the guy's face and told him to get the fuck away from her, and she's done nothing wrong and just let her go, sort of thing. And like, yeah, he's just like backed right off. And then as soon as he got off at the stop, everyone on the train's like clapping me. I was like, yeah. Like I did it at the moment. In the moment, I wasn't like thriving on the energy of like people clapping and that. But yeah, when I sort of sat back and thought about it, I'm like, yeah, that was pretty good. Peach. Imagine just having a cap and it's just got peach on it. That's raunchy. That's some naughty shit. Whoops. I think I might have accidentally clicked on delete comment. I don't know. Hopefully, I haven't deleted someone's comment. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, for sure. Spot on, Joey. See, here I was, yeah, recently Adam from Mersey Beers. Never travelled all the way to Australia, and here we are, like, I'm meeting him in a random hotel and getting in a car and going 50 Ks down the road for beers. It's like, when would you have done that with a stranger like 20 years ago? Yes. Cheers to all. Good community. I love yous all. Good people. I love this beer too. It's delicious. Sorry, Kim. I thought I accidentally deleted someone's comment. I had no idea which one it was. Sorry. It is from New Zealand. Oh yeah. I don't know yet, dude. I'm trying to think of something. It's almost like what is it that, as far as like for the chat goes, what is it that makes you sort of want to watch a stream like this? Like, is it like the fact that, do you feel like um like the fact that I sort of interact with the chat heaps? Is that like a good thing? Is it, yeah, like it, yeah, like, do you feel like I've got sort of a cruisy character, like that makes it easier to sort of, I don't know, ask questions and go back and forth? That's like something I'd sort of ask as far as, yeah, like watching this goes. Because obviously there's so much shit out there on YouTube. Oh, okay. Would have been funny anyway. See, honesty. I like that. It's good. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I've always felt like there's a lot of live streams I watch, and like, yeah, people do good jobs in that. Like, it is obviously different, like different things that people are talking about or what they're doing. But I always feel like I've been really good with interacting with people and even singling people out, making them feel appreciated. And like, I feel like that's what I'm like in real life. Like, there'd be a group of people, and there might be that one person that's a little shy as opposed to the others in the group. And I'm that type of person that will go up and talk to them and make them feel welcome. And yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's probably a good quality of mine. Yeah, exactly. With the yeah, and yeah, as Angie said, like, it's not even about the beer, it's more about just like the friendship and the chat, the banter, yeah, flirting, everything. It's cool. That's what I like about it. It's like there's people here that aren't even into beer and they still come in and watch all the time. Yeah. Cheers, Vanessa. Welcome in. Nah, not my birthday. Nah, the brewery that I'm drinking, it's their second birthday beers. I had a guy before that thought it was my birthday. I'm like, nah, nah, nah. Nah, so this brewery, they're from Sydney. And yeah, it's their second birthday, and they've just called the beers second birthday beers. And yeah, they're all absolutely banging. It's great. I'm just going to go the loo quickly, guys. So, yeah, give us the old thumbs up if you haven't already. I'll be back in about 50 seconds. Yeah, boy. Now I got to try and find what beer I'm up to. This bad boy. Double trouble. As Steve said before, two two gay guys holding hands, and then I said two gay guys with fruit boxes. Very humorous. Drinking 4 big beers on a school night. I am a disgrace. Thankfully, it's not quite 10 o'clock yet, so my aim was to get to bed before 11, so I'm still going pretty good. Hopefully, I haven't missed any new comments, as in newbies coming in. how the hell did you have a second birthday? I'm a leap year baby. Still doesn't make sense. See you in 20 years. No, I was quick. No mucking around. Let it out. Quick shake. Back in the pants. Good to go. You know it, Evie. Yeah. I find a lot of fake people on YouTube, trust me. Luckily, our community, most people are pretty genuine. Pizza Dude's got 30 seconds. Well, time's up. $3 off. Who knows what movie that's off? I'm the real deal. That's pretty cool. In Australia, Domino's absolutely sucks. It's so bad. Yeah, I know. What's that all about? I find that very bizarre. Why the fuck do they have a fruit box? They've got the same immaculate beard and the side part, and they're holding hands. They look Scandinavian. They've got their little Where's Wally outfit on. So random. And then this is the one I'm on afterwards. That all three of them look like they're really thrilled to be in a human pyramid. This one here, he's like, this guy, he's like, get the fuck off me, bitch. Very cool artwork, though, I must admit. All these beers too, Angie, have had really strong peach notes. You've missed the word peach said about 400 times. Peach, 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 peach. Do you know what we call shrimp in Australia, Vanessa? But according to Crocodile Dundee, you think we call them shrimp. Prawns. Put another prawn on the barbie. Fuck this shrimp shit off. Angie's high and in the nude, Joey. Just picture that. Yeah, that reminds me of Albo. Yeah. Cheers, Kim. It's because you are, Angie. Narcissistic motherfucker. Yeah. Oh, now I feel like pizza. Fuck. Damn it. Yeah. Yeah. See, we used to have Pizza Hut here and then they just all closed down. The original Pizza Huts where it was all you can eat, they were fucking awesome. Yeah, that's another thing. I don't think though. I reckon uh I reckon the girl still looks too young to be their mum. It is hard to tell by a little character, but I reckon she's like the older sister or she's like the alpha female in the group and the two guys they both like her but they've got no chance. And she's just using them as stepping stones. Yeah. Sounds like someone else I know leaving a fucking tree up all year. This dickhead. Henderson Sven. Yes. Ooh, that made me think of a delightful song by Sleep Token called Chokehold. Peach. Yeah, every beer's had peach. Attaboy. I didn't mind the old side order of some crack cocaine. It's all the rage now, the old solar panels. Fucking oath. I used to practice all the WWE finishes on my little sister, and she used to love it. She'd be in like a choke slam or the rock bottom. It was pretty funny. We'd always have like mattresses and shit set up, and all this talk of hot tubs and pizza and nudity. I'm getting highly aroused. You don't want pepperoni mixed with your pepperoni. Attaboy. I knew I'd get you indoor. Fuck yeah. I want to go see him, dude, so bad. Yeah. I finally caught up on the chat. Yeah. Back to the beer. Back to relaxation. Incorrect word usage. It's Craig. If only it was Friday night. That would be brilliant. It's one thing. The old weekends, they just fly by. Especially when you do overtime on Friday night and then have to get up at 2:30 on Monday morning. I need to think of another question for the chat. Steve had that good one before. He's like, think of a question for the chat. Yes, that's good. Ugh. Hmm. Okay, I've got just a question where it's like an easy one where people can just come up with a quick answer. If money and time wasn't a thing and you could spend anywhere in the world for a week starting tomorrow, where would it be? So you can just go anywhere you want for the next week and like, yeah, it doesn't matter what you got going on in your life or money or anything. Fucking oath, it's tough. No, Vanessa. Too many answers. Pick one. You've got me in a chokehold. Woo. The old dartboard. Antarctica. It's an interesting answer. Cool. Yeah, you're definitely well travelled, Vanessa. Yeah. Where the best rural Italian food is made. Ooh, that is a good response. Yeah, I wonder, like, I've watched so many documentaries about all the effort some of the Italian families go to just to, with their meats and like making the awesome sandwiches for the tourists and stuff. And it's like, it's so exotic. Just so much work involved. Like most of them are based out in the countryside, but then they're going into the major cities to sell their product. Yeah, it's phenomenal. How come you can't see all the comments? Maybe you've got it in top chat instead of live chat. Yeah. See, all the shit I watch, it's like so many signs for me point to Italy if I could only go to one spot. Oh, you're on your phone. Yep. Yeah. Like just only being able to go to one spot makes it tough. Like there's so many places of like the main ones that come to mind that I want to check out is like yeah, like Italy, Germany, Czech, um yeah, like England, Ireland, yeah, like Canada and the US. But like yeah, you got to be picky about where you go to. Like, yeah, Yeah. I just realised it's only just taken me to now. I've just realised I've got this T-shirt on backwards because I'm like something's itching me beard, and then I look and I'm like, what's this? It's a tag. It's at the front. What a fucking idiot. Yeah, see, I'd love to go to the US, but yeah, if you're thinking of like, yeah, you're only allowed to go to a place for a week sort of thing, it's like you're not going to cover much of the US in 1 week. If you had a week, yeah, you could do a lot of Europe. Suppose I may as well get into the last one. Cheers. Three's a crowd, boys and girls. Three is a crowd. Fuck yeah. I've still got a fair bit of this one left. Yeah, that's awesome. I think Joey's pretty similar. He's only got a few that he needs to visit. It's got to be a military thing. So this beer looks stunning. Here's a question for the public. You ready for it? Why aren't there any kids called Adolf these days? And there goes my channel. Banned. Goodbye. Oh, God, that smells good. It smells like sex on the beach. Sex. Yeah. Already broke one good one thanks to some fuckwit out there. Greenland. That would have been cool. Is it true what they say? Iceland is very green and Greenland is very icy. This is a sexual delight. It should be known as orgasm juice. God, it smells good. Just like fresh juice. Tropical, citrus, stone fruit. It's got it all. Cool. Made me think of the Bon Jovi song. Oh, I'm going in. Bang. Yeah. A lot of the Western countries were absolutely phenomenal, and now they've sort of gone a little third worldy because we're not allowed the EU's like, no, you're not allowed to have a country with no problems. We want to mix it all up and make it the same everywhere you go. Here, have these peasants from that country and we'll sort you out. That's almost like it would how it would go in those meetings. No, you guys have got it too good in Australia. Your weather's awesome. You're all really lovely people, full of character. Nah, fuck yous. We're going to send over some people from war-torn Africa, and they're going to come over and they're going to haunt you in the middle of the night and take all your shit. We just want to fuck with you slightly. And then we've got way too many people in India, so we're going to start up a fifth largest city in India in Australia. What do you think of that? Yeah! Woo! Yep. I love how me and one of my workmates, whenever we see photos or video footage of Melbourne in like the 70s and 80s and that, we're always like, the good old days. The old working class white Europeans, couple of Vietnamese, couple of Greeks, couple of Italians, just all out there working hard, making it a great city. Not these days. Welcome to country can fuck right off. That's what I think of that. I have Aboriginal friends and they probably think the same as me. I reckon the government got exactly what they wanted with that shit. They put it in your face as much as they could just to wind people up, and then they start getting angry, and then they're like, yes, our job is done. This 4 pack is a true delight. I can't really separate the top two, I'm going to be honest. They're on a par for me, and I can't really say one's better than the other. However, I am getting a little cold. I'm getting a little goosebumpy. And someone started talking about pizza earlier, and now it's like all I can think of. Damn it! Been going for 2 hours and 30 minutes. La 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 la. If you're still here, Craig, that's awesome that you've been getting into the old sleep. Fucking awesome, man. Probably my current favourite band. pretty awesome that it's like cold, wet, windy outside. It's probably about 2 degrees Celsius, and I'm sitting here in shorts and a t-shirt and wondering why I'm cold. Yes. La 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 la. Fuck yeah, bro. Yeah, you're probably at work, are you, Tanner? What time is it there? Yeah, I'm guessing you probably just started work. Is that right? I could be way off. Yeah, for sure. That's why yeah, that's exactly why I walk around. Bloody dog. Come on, sort it out. That's exactly why I walk around not too afraid of much, just because I've done years of martial arts. And I mean, I've always sort of been that type of person that's not too afraid of much anyway. But yeah, like once I did martial arts, it's so good for your confidence. And yeah, I think martial arts is brilliant for like kids and stuff. I think more kids need to get into it at a young age. Mainly Muay Thai. I've done a little bit of BJJ, a little bit of boxing, but yeah, mainly kickboxing, dude. For a while there, I was like real fit and getting right into it. I went to Thailand. I was going to do some training camps and stuff, and yeah, I just was like, nah, can't be fucked. I'm just going to enjoy my holiday. I don't really want to be training flat out the whole time. It's something I sort of wish I was still doing now because I'm in a shitty country town that doesn't, or it probably does have some sort of gym, but I'd feel like I'd go in there and the person instructing's probably less experienced than me. So it's like, I don't know, I just feel like there'd be no point. I really miss my original instructor. Like, he was fucking awesome. The amount of punishment I went through just with demonstrations for the rest of the group and that. I was always the one that would, yeah, like in front of the class, I'd be the one that he'd do the demonstrations with. The amount of times, like, holding pads for him, and because he's like well trained and yeah, he's fucking lethal. He used to kick the absolute shit out of me holding the bags. There'd be times I'd take the bags off my arms and my arms would just be full on bruised. It's like, fuck yeah. This guy's got some serious power. So yeah, you just imagine if you're in like a proper fight like the UFC or something, imagine copping that shit like constantly to the head and the chest and elbows and all that sort of stuff. It's yeah, it's fucking insane. Yeah, like it's one thing. Yeah, if like say if I was to have kids, I'd love to get them into martial arts at a young age. The three things, like yeah, it's sort of like you want your kids to better from like where you felt like you should have been better. Like for me, I'd love if I had kids, I'd love the kid to get into guitar at an early age, martial arts at an early age, and to continue playing footy. If they're like, oh no, I've got a weekend job, I can't play footy, I'll be like, nah, fuck that. I did that. I gave up footy for weekend work. I would be happy to give you money if you keep playing footy. Definitely have some major regrets in life. Yeah. Yeah. Fucking brutal. That's what I always think of. There's a particular ethnic group that have very, very skinny legs, and I think if they, if they, if those youths try to come into my house and pinch my shit late at night, I know where I'm going first. So that was always a strength of mine because I played a lot of footy. I always had like dangerous leg kicks. So, Apex. we should change. We should make our community EV called the Apex Gang. That'd be pretty funny. Yeah, for sure. And like at the end of the day, there's always someone. There's always someone else out there that could fuck your shit up in a heartbeat. So it's like always stay grounded and humble. There's always some fuckwit mouthing off like they're the toughest person on earth, and they come up against someone unexpected, and bye bye. Yeah, I know. That's why I knew exactly what you were talking about. But I'm going to have to call it there, I think. It's been a very good stream again. Very enjoyable. Survival of the fittest. Fucking oath. So, yeah, the old Kicks. They are a brewery to definitely look out for. So, the least favourite, but I mean, it was always going to be up against it. It's a single hop West Coast Pilsner. It's actually a really good beer, but just happens to be in a 4-pack with absolute bangers. So that's the least favourite. And I'm sorry to you, Nelson Dreaming, because you're a good beer and you don't deserve to be called out as a less favourite. But that's just what happens. I feel like there's two winners. The single IPA Flying Solo is fucking banging. Like really good beer. But yeah, just the other two are better. It's the case where you've got four really good beers, so two beers sort of get singled out, and then it's like the others are like they're certainly not terrible. They're fucking awesome. So Double Trouble, the collab with Bracket, that had Citra and Raquel. And then you had the Threeser crowd with Future and One Drop. That had Citra, Motueka, and Rawaka. To me, they were both on a par, and they're both like high level, like the sort of shit that you'd put up against like American and US hype stuff, like real good shit. So yeah, I'd have to put both of them on a par because for me, both fairly similar. They had like a fuller body, good balance, complex hop notes. Yeah, like a bit of everything, tropical citrus, stone fruit. Yeah, and like not too boozy, which is awesome. Yeah, it's been a really good stream. Normally I do a cuvee, but I've drank all that's left in them. So we've got Bill just joined. Good to see you, brother. I'm about to wrap it up, bro. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you don't know what's behind each person. But yeah, thanks everyone for chiming in. If you haven't hit the like button, feel free to do so. Okay, all scores. I don't normally score them when I do full reviews like this, like side by side, but I probably could. So I'll say for the two big boys, the ones that I've given I would say it'd be around the 4.5, 4.6 out of 5 mark. They're like really good, like not far off sort of elite level, like banging. The single would be, I reckon, a 4.4. And then the West Coast Pilsner would probably be that, yeah, like 4.2, somewhere like that. But yeah, absolute banging effort. And yeah, I think I scored the where's the body? Yeah, the American Stout the other night. I gave that a real good score as well. So fair to say that I'm a fan of this brewery. No worries, Evie. Thanks everyone for joining. It's been another good night. Yeah, no doubt I'll be around tomorrow night. Probably go back to just the 2 single beer reviews. We'll see what happens, but yeah, tonight was awesome. Good beers. I've been very spoilt not only with people that have joined and yeah, like the stream quality so like recently, but also the beers. I've had some really good beers the last few weeks. So yeah, it all comes together and it makes for good videos. So yeah. So yeah, tomorrow night probably expect 2 single reviews and probably a similar time to what I've done tonight. Yeah, I want to do them sort of straight after dinner and not finish too late at night. So yeah, yeah, that's about it. Thanks for the support. We'll see you again shortly. Cheers.